Hey kids, Miss Keziah here, again from the front porch, but today we're going to walk over and check out the garden. So one great mindfulness activity is to get yourself out in nature, get your hands dirty, and do some grounding through gardening. So we're going to check
our
that
garden
out.
space that we're going to be using to grow our things. Our raised bed, we're going to put some things there, 3 over here on the side, and then this is a pallet that's been propped up, and we're going to put some cucumbers in there. And then we have some more raised beds. These higher ones are for the lettuce, the spring mix, and the spinach, and then we have some lower ones here. So that's our garden space we're going to be working with for this activity. Okay, so we're over here with our taller lettuce boxes that we saw in the earlier video. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make 3 lines, and then we're gonna put the spring mix lettuce in this box, and then we're gonna put spinach over here in this box. So I'm just gonna take my finger. These are my seeds that I'm gonna use, and there aren't that many in there, so I'm going to be really careful about. Mr. Keziah is going to show us how to plant a tomato plant. Now we normally don't plant these until closer to May or Mother's Day, but we are just going to go ahead and bank on there not being another frost. So we're going to go ahead and plant this today.
All right, first tomato plant we're going to plant today is a cherry red. They grow little bitty tomatoes. This is an indeterminate tomato plant, which means it can keep growing taller and taller and taller and taller, where a determinate tomato plant would eventually quit growing. First thing we're going to do is clean out a little hole we've already done here. To plant our tomato plant, we're going to use a little bit of black cow manure for fertilizer. This is going to help feed the plant as it grows. And then we're going to use a super old school method of taking a fish and putting it right there. Then we're going to plant that tomato plant right on top of that fish and cover it up. Pack it down and water it in. And that's how you plant a tomato plant.
Okay, and now that we've got a few of our tomato plants in the ground, which gardening too and getting your hands in this dirt is a really good grounding activity when we're thinking about mindfulness and sensing in to nature and things around us.
Alright, so these are going to be some straight neck squash, and what we've done here is we just kind of made a mound and then dug out in the middle to plant the squash. Squash do better on a mound as opposed to just flat on the ground like we did with tomato plants. We're going to plant them the same way. We're going to do just a little bit of black cow compost in the bottom. We're going to do another fish for the calcium and other benefits of the compost as that breaks down. So here is 2 squash plants. So we're going to real carefully try to get those roots apart and pick the healthiest one, which I think is this one. Loosen those roots just a little bit, put it on top, push that dirt up to the top, pack it in nice and firm. Make sure it's up on a mound as it should be. Looks pretty good. And then we're just going to water it in.
All right. And there you have it. Just some very simple backyard box gardening. Hey, I challenge you all to get out there, get in nature, get your hands dirty, and really sense into everything that you're touching and just ground yourself that way. All right, we'll see you next week.